Welcome to QuoteBelly, your home for the best quotes ever. In a world filled with chaos and complexities, there's a source of pure, unconditional love and joy. We're talking about man's best friend, the dog. These loyal companions have been inspiring people for generations, and today, we're here to celebrate their unique place in our lives with some of the most wonderful quotes about dogs. Kicking things off is American author Josh Billings, who beautifully summed up the bond between us and our furry friends when he said, "A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself." The great Mark Twain had a way with words, and his sentiment about dogs is no exception. Heaven goes by favor. If it went by merit, you would stay out and your dog would go in. Twain reminds us of the innate goodness in our four-legged friends. Did you know that dogs have an incredible ability to find joy in the simplest of things? In the words of best-selling author Dean Koontz, once you have had a wonderful dog, a life without one is a life diminished. They remind us to find happiness in the little moments. It's no secret that dogs have an extraordinary ability to lift our spirits. So, when Charles M. Schulz, the creator of Peanuts, says, "Happiness is a warm puppy," we know exactly what he means. Astronomer Corey Ford took inspiration from the cosmos when he said, "I wonder if other dogs think poodles are members of a weird religious cult. Sometimes, we're the ones who seem a little peculiar to them." The power of a dog's loyalty is beautifully described by author Mary Ann Schaefer. "I sometimes look into the face of my dog Stan and see a wistful sadness and existential angst when all he is actually doing is slowly scanning the ceiling for flies." Dogs wear many hats, and they excel in various roles. From being loyal companions to devoted service animals, they make our lives better. Phil Pastoret describes this versatility. "When an 85-pound mammal licks your tears away, then tries to sit on your lap, it's hard to feel sad." Albert Payson Terhune, a prolific author, captured the adventurous spirit of dogs perfectly when he said, "His ears were often the first thing to catch my tears." Dogs are there to listen, offering comfort when we need it most. The innocence of childhood and the purity of a dog's heart are perfectly encapsulated in this quote from Robert Wagner, an American actor known for his love of dogs. "No matter how little money and how few possessions you own, having a dog makes you feel rich." Are you ever amazed at a dog's ability to forget the past and live in the present moment? Milan Kundera, a Czech-born French writer known for his philosophical and imaginative novels, muses, "Dogs are our link to paradise. They don't know evil or jealousy or discontent. To sit with a dog on a hillside on a glorious afternoon is to be back in Eden, where doing nothing was not boring. It was peace." Dogs teach us about compassion and selflessness. French poet, journalist, and novelist Anatole France captured this sentiment beautifully. "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. They awaken the most beautiful parts of our humanity." American wildlife photographer and author Roger A. Caras beautifully articulated the extraordinary deal we've made with dogs. Dogs have given us their absolute all. We are the center of their universe. We are the focus of their love and faith and trust. They serve us in return for scraps. It is without a doubt the best deal man has ever made. As we get to know humans better, we often find ourselves drawn to the simplicity and sincerity of our canine companions. Charles de Gaulle, a celebrated French general and statesman, eloquently said, "The better I get to know men, the more I find myself loving dogs." We've all heard the saying that, "To err is human," but dogs teach us a valuable lesson every day. As an anonymous source wisely noted, "To err is human, to forgive, canine." Their capacity for forgiveness and understanding knows no bounds. Renowned ethologist Konrad Lorenz touched upon the everlasting bond between humans and dogs when he said, "The bond with a true dog is as lasting as the ties of this earth will ever be." Noted musician Kinky Friedman reminds us that love is what truly makes a dog's heart wag when he says, "Money can buy you a fine dog, but only love can make him wag his tail." Will Rogers, well-known American humorist, actor, and social commentator, once wondered about a dog's afterlife, saying, "If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went." This speaks to the special place dogs hold in our hearts. Dogs, like old shoes, may not be as spry as they once were, but they fit well into our lives. As Bonnie Wilcox beautifully puts it, old dogs, like old shoes, are comfortable. They might be a bit out of shape and a little worn around the edges, but they fit well. Edward Hoagland, an American nature and travel writer, inspires us to embrace a bit of dog-like wonder when he suggests, in order to really enjoy a dog, one doesn't merely try to train him to be semi-human. The point of it is to open oneself to the possibility of becoming partly a dog. Famed advice columnist Ann Landers humorously reminds us not to take our dog's admiration for granted. Don't accept your dog's admiration as conclusive evidence that you are wonderful. Dogs have a remarkable gift for finding those who need them and filling the voids in our lives. Author Tom Jones beautifully states, "Dogs have a way of finding the people who need them, and filling an emptiness we didn't even know we had." American journalist, novelist, and essayist Christopher Morley recognizes that a dog's companionship is truly exceptional when he says, "No one appreciates the very special genius of your conversation as much as the dog does." Former U.S. President Harry Truman humorously acknowledges the loyalty and friendship of dogs, saying, "You want a friend in Washington? Get a dog." Dogs not only bring love into our lives but also teach us about loss. Their departure leaves a void that can never be replaced. An unknown source aptly reminds us, dogs come into our lives to teach us about love, they depart to teach us about loss. A new dog never replaces an old dog. It merely expands the heart. And finally, outdoor writer, essayist, and columnist Gene Hill beautifully captures the essence of a dog's affection when he says, "Nobody can fully understand the meaning of love unless he's owned a dog. A dog can show you more honest affection with a flick of his tail than a man can gather through a lifetime of handshakes." As we wrap up this journey through these heartwarming quotes about our canine companions, let's celebrate the incredible bond between humans and dogs. Dogs enrich our lives in countless ways and remind us of the true meaning of love and loyalty. Remember, whether you have a faithful dog by your side or are still searching for your four-legged friend, the love and joy they bring is a gift that keeps on giving. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more entertaining content. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.